Hi dreamers and make-believers, in today's video I'm coming to you from inside my bookcase, which I'm going to be doing all the time now because I have a bookcase. Anyways, so today I'm doing my March wrap-up. Now, as many of you know, I did not get to read my 3 books that I want to read a month. I only got to read 2 books in March because something was going on with my reading pattern, I don't know, or maybe some books were just longer than I anticipated. But anyways, I read 2 beautiful, beautiful books, and I will now tell you all about them and tell you my thoughts and my feels, and of course this will be non-spoilery, so it'll probably be a very short and sweet video. And if you have read any of these 2 books that I'm about to tell you about, then let me know your thoughts, but again, keep your comments non-spoilery or message me with the spoilery ones and we can just like fangirl, fanboy about them, because there were some moments in some of these books, well, there's only 2, that, you know, I would love to talk to you guys about, but only if you read it, obviously. So let's get into it. So the first book I read this month, or in the month of March, was Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Scarlet is a retelling of Red Riding Hood, and it is the continuation of the Lunar Chronicles, which starts with Cinder, which is a retelling of Cinderella. So what Marissa Meyer has done, or what I can guess from just, this is the second one, so I've only read the first 2 so far, I think there's 5 or 6. The next one is Crest, which I have, and then it's Ferris, which I have. But yeah, I'm not sure how many books there are in the whole Chronicles, but I've just done 2 so far. And from what I can guess from it, it looks like very awesome fairy tale retellings linked together. So she's done Cinder, which was book 1, and that tells the one story of Cinderella's retelling, but then it links in Scarlet, and somehow like Red Riding Hood becomes connected to Cinderella in this awesome way that it's retold. So I'm going to touch on Scarlet, which is the second one in the saga, which I read last month. So Scarlet follows Scarlet, who is an ordinary girl, and she lives with her grandmother, Little Red Riding Hood, but her grandmother goes missing, Little Red Riding Hood, you know, like the wolf. And there's a guy called Wolf, and you know, you kind of assume, like, did he take her grandmother? Because his name's Wolf. But anyway, so they go on this kind of mission to find her grandmother, and there's twists and there's turns, and it's just amazing how she connects it to Cinder and the original story that she's told in book 1, which was Cinder. So I'm trying not to spoil it, but basically if you enjoy fairy tale retellings, very varied, unique retellings, but just the hint and the whisper of the fairy tale is there, and it's awesome how she's rewritten it and reimagined it. So if you like that kind of thing, you're gonna love the Lunar Chronicles, and I really, really enjoyed Scarlet. And like I say, if you've read it, give me your opinion down below, and if you have anything to say that's quite spoilery, message me, because I have some things that I would like to say. The second book that I read in the month of March, and the last book that I read in the month of March, was City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. Now, she is one of my all-time favorite authors. The way that she writes, the metaphors, the descriptions, everything. It's not too much, it's just enough, and it's done in such a visually, imaginarily pleasing sort of way. I don't know if that made any sense, but basically she makes you really visualize what is there, and like the sounds, the crunches, the crispness, the smells, just everything. I just love her writing style. So first of all, let's just rave about Cassandra Clare. Then, of course, the stories. The Mortal Instruments saga is like fantastic. There's now a Shadowhunters show, which I haven't tried yet. Also, if you've tried Shadowhunters, let me know, because what do you think? Because they did make the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie, and it was slightly disappointing and very, very different to the book, and I don't like that. So back to the books. So the books are epic, and I read the first one, City of Bones, I don't know how long ago, but I think I also mentioned this in my last video, or at some point, that I like to take my time with series so that, you know, I feel I get to be a part of the world a little bit longer. But I think I am going to have to finish because I'm just dying to know what happens. So anyway, so City of Lost Souls is the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments saga, and it is the one before the last. So there's one more now that I need to get called City of Heavenly Fire, and I'm hoping to get to that next month because I'm very excited to get to it. And then she's also written this other one, like she's written a bunch of other ones, but like continuations and sort of like connected to the worlds that I really want to dive into. So I was dragging this out so that I'd be a part of the Mortal Instruments world a bit longer. But then she went and she gave us the Infernal Devices, and she gave us the Bane Chronicles, and she gave us Lady Midnight, which just looks epic. This book has just been raved about so much, so I really want to get to this one, but I want to finish The Mortal Instruments entirely before I get to it, so I do need to get to City of Heavenly Fire, and then I'm going to this bad boy, and I need to still buy the Bane Chronicles. So, City of Lost Souls is hard to describe without like giving spoilers. So I'm sure most of you know Shadowhunters, New York, a girl called Clary, and she, you know, starts seeing things and ends up finding out she's much more than she thinks she is. She is in fact a Shadowhunter, and how her life sort of changes because of that, and because of her family and her history that she didn't know about. And she just goes on this epic whirlwind adventure, and there's love, and there's intrigue, and there's romance, and there's practical war, and it's just an epic ride. And now in this one, it's kind of just escalated to like insane proportions that I didn't even think it could get to, and now I need the next one. Yeah. So that's about it for me. How are you? Fill me in. Comment below if you have any feelings and thoughts on any of the books that I've mentioned in this video. And until next time, I'll see you!